There we go. Try this again.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
Try this again.
Ready.
Yeah, I don't know why when you start a live chat, why the microphone is muted. But can you hear me now, Todd? The microphone is muted.
Hey, Todd.
Okay, good. So where you at, Todd? Where are you?
Shoot.
Okay. I am in Alabama. We came out to do some camping in our homestead tonight. We have a 14 by 40 barn shed that we are going to turn into a tiny house. So we come out here from time to time to do some work, try to cut down some of the brush that we got out here. So me and the wife figured, the sun is actually away in Columbus, Georgia right now. So we figured we'd come out here and do some camping tonight. Yeah, we're hoping to be out here permanently this year sometime. We don't know for sure though. We'll see what happens. But we're really looking forward to it. We're looking at being completely off grid, having a solar set up, and there's pretty much a constant breeze out here. So we're looking at setting up a small wind turbine as well. Hey, my love, can you move the lantern back over this way a little bit? It's casting a shadow on me.
The shadow. Just put here.
Okay. As long as you can see the stove. Actually, do me a favor. Can you just put it down there, please?
Hey, make up your mind.
I said it once already. Here. My love. Here. So if you can't tell, this is the first time the wife and I have gone camping together. And my wife's a Filipino. She's giving me a hard time in her native language.
All
right. So Todd, can you tell me what you do for work? Yeah, we pretty much have a blast every day. Even though she gives me a hard time. Is that kicking your butt, is it, my love? Is that kicking your butt?
Yeah. Like you.
No, I'm a pain in the butt. I don't kick your butt. Hey, y'all, welcome to the chat. Come on in, say hi. Let me know who all's here. If you can, tell me where you're from. Let's just have a little sit down, do some talking.
I have. Ready to lighter?
No, there should be an ignition button on there.
Sabi ko nga eh.
So me and Mama Mina, we're sitting here and we're doing some real camping, kinda. Like I said, we're in our barn shed, and we have mountain house meals that we're going to eat. You trying to close it? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So tonight we're going to have mountain house chicken and dumplings.
How much water do you need? I didn't know how much that is.
How much do you need?
So 1.5, 1 1/3 cup.
Okay, so just do your best guess. If you want, use one of the coffee cups. Just don't fill it. Just that would actually probably be close to 1 1/3. We're hoping it's good. You know, it's been a while since I've had mountain house meals. I normally try to store them away, but you know, with us being in the canyon the way we are, we decided we don't need to anymore, especially with the price of them. Have you seen the price of mountain house meals lately? Before the scam happened, you could get one for $7, $8. Now, anywhere from 10 to 12, even $14. I've seen them. So she's boiling some water, and we're going to give it a try.
I got my fish.
Yep. So it's a beautiful night here. Sun's already going down. It's supposed to go down to the low 50s. If we get cold enough, we have a candle, and we're actually going to try the clay pot heater. So hey, if y'all join the conversation, come on in, say hi, tell us who you are, what your name is, and if you can, where you're from. Anybody tell me what's going on in the news today? We've been pretty busy. We've been on the road since we left the house this morning, probably about 7:30. Take our son to school for his trip, and then we went home, packed for the camp trip, and left the house around 11 or 12. Stopped at Cave Spring, Georgia. I don't know if you ever heard of Cave Spring, Georgia. There's actually a spring coming out the side of the mountain over there with potable water, which is really awesome. So y'all come on, don't be shy. Say hi now. Well, we're over in western Georgia right now. Pardon me. And we were gifted just over 2 acres by my best friend over here in Alabama. So the entire homestead is close to 30 acres. So we come over here, we hang out, do some work, knock down some brush, mow, all that fun stuff. Trying to figure out how we want to set everything up, because we're actually going to take the barn shed from where it is now and move it so it's not so, because right now it's on a pretty good slope, because we're actually I guess you could say mountainside. So we're going to put in raised beds, all that stuff. Todd, are you in the homestead? We were actually hoping to go live earlier because some stuff I want to show you, but we'll do another live tomorrow and kind of show you what we want to set up. But we got a lot of work to do out here still. And then once the barn shed is moved. Oh, thanks, Todd. I appreciate it. Once the homestead's moved, we're going to go ahead and insulate it, wire it, plumb it. I'm going to do a total rain catchment system. I really want to try to avoid as much utilities as we can. Oh, hey, Ryan, how you doing? Glad you stopped in. So we're looking at probably setting up a 10,000 gallon rain catchment system out here. We have an outdoor kitchen on probably the front deck. The front deck's going to be facing away from the sun, which I think will be cool. This way it doesn't get as hot because it can get pretty dang hot here during the summer.
This way?
Yep, they're always on. And we're doing good, Ryan. We just came out to the homestead today. Going to camp out in the barn shed. Got the redneck toilet set up. Yep. Huh? No, you can just get it out of the bag. If you go into your go bag, you can get out your spoon and fork. We do, Todd, actually. We've got some pretty decent deer that runs on this property. I can tell you when my best friend was alive, me, him, and his son-in-law were walking the property. And even though I'm blind in one eye, out of the corner of the other eye, I saw this movement. And I looked, and let me tell you, we saw some deer. Their asses were so wide. It was shocking. We were all shocked. So, yeah, we're planning on doing some hunting out here. The good thing about here is where we are, it's not very populated. And all my neighbors are like-minded people. So my best friend's daughter and son-in-law now own the property next to us. We've got another one next to us. And like I said, between the two properties, it's about 30 acres. Another one next to us has got 19 acres. And then behind us is a cattle ranch. So you got a lot of property, a lot of open property here. And we're trying to leave some of the brush. This way the deer have a place to bed down. We don't want to take it all down. But we're going to clear some of it because of what we want to do here. But we got rabbit, deer, even bear. We've even got bear here. I wish I had a beer right about now, but we don't. You like doing some hunting, Todd? Yeah, we're getting ready to eat some supper too, but we're going to go ahead and do it while we're live and let everybody know how the Mountain House chicken and dumplings taste. Todd, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. Take care. Stay blessed. And make sure you check us out in the next video. Awesome. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love venison meat. I'll tell you. But you take care. What are you looking for, my love? It's in your go bag. All right, Todd. Take care, man. Well, our home is actually over in Western Georgia. Our homestead is in Eastern Alabama. Mountain kind of terrain. Now, Ryan, are you into homesteading? Because if you are, I got some questions for you. Yeah, no worries. I'm just trying to get some ideas. I'm thinking about using incinerator toilets, but some people are saying to use the composting toilets. And I don't have a problem, Mahal, you're boiling. Did you find them? You want to come sit down here and talk to Ryan for a few minutes while I try to find it? Or bring me a go bag? Well, we got to be able to stir it. So how was your day today, Ryan? Our day was awesome. Beautiful weather.
Is this one?
Pretty close to it.
Chicken and the bread.
Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check them out. We've just been busy this week. I haven't been on live since the last time that you were on our live stream. So we've had a lot going on, getting our boy ready to go on his trip, and also us getting ready to come out here. But I'm going to check out that guy's channel. I really appreciate you sending it. If I can get, I watch a lot of homestead channels, mostly to get the ideas. I want to be able to, like I said, get all the best ideas and put them into one homestead. That's why, like, even with the solar, I'm going to set the solar up on a turntable where the solar panels are completely adjustable. I know. That's just a oxygen absorber.
So, try.
Don't make it too wet.
You don't like that?
Oh, I like wet. Just don't want my chicken and dumplings. It smells good. Yeah.
Smells good. Okay, the lights is kind of hot.
So Ryan, how was your day today? Did you do anything good? Anything special? Of course you can join the live talk. Everybody's welcome to talk whenever they want, man. Unfortunately, right now, you can see what little light I have. But here, that's what it looks like outside right now. But I will be going live again tomorrow. And I'll show you all what the homestead looks like.
Okay. Put lights in there.
Oh, nice.
This one is there.
Go ahead, have some.
Break my horizon. It's not good though. Yeah.
Chicken tacos, man. And we're sitting here having chicken and dumpling Mountain House meals. Is it good though?
It's so hot. I can't.
Okay. Let it cool down a bit. You mean actually on the video or the conversation? The video, unfortunately, Todd, out here where we are, the signal is really low. So there's a little bit of lag from the time I even say something to the time you guys hear it. Here, the temperature today, Ryan, was like 68, 69 degrees. Tomorrow's going to be a blistering 64 degrees. So, yeah, here where we are, we don't even have data signal for our cell phones. I actually have a mobile Wi-Fi that I use, and that's how I'm able to get some signal. But without that, I can't get anything.
Can you see? Darn.
Yeah, the summers here, they can be pretty brutal. But you know, the thing you got to remember about temperature, it's like pain. It's going to either change or go away eventually. You know, so that temperature has never really bothered me too much. I mean, even during summer, you know, I'm Irish, so I try to avoid the sun as much as I can. When I'm outside, I'll wear a long sleeve t-shirt. And you know, that's one of the things we're looking at too when we're out here is actually having Starlink.
Indeed.
Oh. Mama Mina's eating some food.
Get this soap.
Taste what?
Soap.
Soap?
It's so thick.
What do you think? Good?
Chicken.
Yeah.
That's
Tasty?
good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Need any salt?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And they are good for me.
Okay. Mama Mina's enjoying the Mountain House chicken and dumplings.
I didn't need more water.
You think?
I think.
I don't know. We'll see.
You taste. It's hot. Not bad. You have to put the chip in.
No, it's fine there. We'll just lock it. I will.
Listen, Ryan.
Yeah.
Hi, Ryan.
Well, I mean, it says hi to you, Ryan. So this 14 by 40 barn shed is one that you can actually buy pre-built here in Alabama, Georgia, and a lot of places here in the South. They sell these. And tomorrow during the live, I'll actually, if you join us, I'll actually take you through it. Yeah, Ryan, please be patient with us. We're really struggling with signal here. So not ignoring you. Obviously, you can see there's a delay from the time I say something until the time you hear it. And then the time where I'm sitting here is waiting for replies. So welcome if you just joined the room. Come on in. Let's have a little sit down talk. How was your day? Oh, Ryan said hello with a wave. Sorry, man. But can you say that there's a lag between the time I say something and you actually get it? Okay, good. I actually watch it on a tablet and I can see that there's a delay coming through here. So that must be just a signal here. I don't know. But yeah, if it gets cool enough, we're actually going to try the clay pot heater idea and see how that works. It's supposed to go down into the low 50s tonight. And we've got cots set up, sleeping bags, the whole shebang. So I'm going to try a little bit of this chicken and dumplings. Hope you don't mind. I'm going to actually do a taste test for y'all.
What not bad.
You know, we don't know if we're going to need to use it or not tonight. This is pretty much an unfinished shed. It's all wood, metal roof. We got a huge garage door on it. We got a regular door, and then we got one window. So we don't know if it's going to get cold enough in here for us to where we're going to have to use it, or if it's just going to be comfortable in here for us. We'll see what happens. So, but if it gets cold enough, we'll set it up.
Show it.
Yeah, I will tomorrow when there's light.
Yeah.
So here goes the mountain house. It doesn't need any more water.
You sure?
But yeah, chicken and dumplings supposed to stick to your ribs.
You need salt?
That's good.
Spit now.
All right, so I'm here to tell y'all the Mountain House chicken and dumplings That's pretty dang tasty. It's pretty tasty.
Bigfoot.
I actually like it. I mean, some of the biscuit is still a little bit dry, but I don't want any more water in because I think it's fine. I like it chicken and dumpling sticks to your ribs. But I think the flavor is good. It doesn't need any more seasoning. I just don't think $14 a pack is worth it anymore, though.
Yeah.
You know, and Ryan, I don't know if you've ever bought Mountain House, but back before the big scam of 2020, we were actually buying them every time we went to Wally World because they were only like $7 or $8. Now you can't find one for anywhere from $10 to $14. You know, the only ones that you find that are cheap are the ones that have been in stock for a long period of time, and those are like at some of the prepper stores and stuff like that. But if it's a new inventory, you're probably looking at $14 a whack. And to me, it's just not worth it. That's why we stopped buying them. We're canning our own food now, and if it comes down to it, that's what we're going to be eating is canned food. And we can everything: vegetables, jellies,
Bacon.
huh?
Bacon.
Yep, bacon. We've got like 35 pounds of bacon canned at home.
Spam.
We make our own spam and can that, and that is delicious. So much better than what you buy in the store. It's insane how good our homemade spam is. And the weird thing is, it actually has fish oil in it. And when you first make it, you can really smell the fish oil. But as it sits,
Fish sauce.
what did I say?
Fish oil.
Oh yeah, fish sauce. Sorry, fish sauce, not fish oil. But when you pull it out of the jar and you cook it, you slice it up and you cook it and you have it with eggs. Man, it is so good. But we've got bratwurst, ground sausage, flour, rice, all kinds of stuff canned at home. So we decided that we're just going to start coming out here every now and then, camp, and use our Mountain House meals. What was that you just threw out there?
Secret.
Because we don't want any bears coming up here while we're sleeping tonight.
Oh.
There's Mama Mina throwing food out for the wild animals. And, you know, what's really weird is where we are in West Georgia, you hear coyotes all night long. But here, you don't hear them. I mean, the only thing we hear out here is the cows from the cattle ranch behind us.
Yeah.
We hear a bear or bears, owls, and then just the deer coming through. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Mama Mina makes a spam sushi as well. And our son loves it because she makes him lunch for school every day when he needs it. Some days he doesn't need it, but other days, there's some days where he's at school a full day. So she'll make him a lunch. But if he's there like a full day or if he's there 6 hours, she'll make him a lunch to go with him. Really awesome mom. And she'll make him that spam sushi, and he loves it. Some of his friends at school are like, "Oh, what's that?" And he tells them, and they try it. Next thing you know, when Mama Mina makes it, she has to make extra because if she doesn't, he won't get to eat enough. But spam, all we use in our spam is pork, fish sauce, garlic, my love, garlic, onion. You know, it's pretty basic. The best thing about it is, you look at the price of spam now. I know where we are. Depending on what store you go to, it's anywhere from $3.98 a can to $4.98 a can. You can actually buy whole pork loin. And turn it down, please. Turn it down.
Okay.
You can actually buy whole pork loin, and you'll spend $14 on a whole pork loin, and you'll probably get the can. How many pork loins did we use when we canned last time? Was it one?
The whole loin.
We used one pork loin, and I want to say we got 20 pints.
I didn't count.
Sound like 20 pints of spam. which is actually more than what you get in the can. Yeah, of course, with the companies, when they make their luncheon meat, they're not going to use the best quality meat. We actually buy a whole pork loin. We'll trim all the silver skin off of it and everything. We'll leave some of the fat for the flavor, but then we'll take it a whole pork loin. We'll grind it ourselves and make the spam ourselves. I mean, I'll tell you what. Once you try it, you will never buy canned spam again. We do still have some at the house, but we probably won't buy it again because it's super easy to make. The hardest part is letting it sit in the fridge to marinate for 24 hours after you mix it. So.
It's great.
You know, the thing you got to realize, I know you said you didn't know which part of the pig it was made from. But we didn't know either. But it's probably just the leftover scraps from after the pig is processed. At least this way, you've got a really good product when you make it yourself. And I think we actually loaded a video on that too, didn't we, my love?
I don't know.
I think we loaded a video on canning the spam. But it was a large batch. Let me tell you, one pork loin, Ryan, will give you a huge amount of spam. Yeah, I wish you lived closer. I'd hook you up with a jar of it. Let you give it a try. The two metal tabs, nope, down where yep, right there. Push them in. If you have to, lift up on it a little bit. There you go. Do you want to pull this down too?
Yeah.
Go ahead. It's ladybug season here right now, so we got some ladybugs flying in, disrupting our live stream. So me and Mama Mina's locked, closing everything up. I have not heard of it, but I do know that spam is huge in Hawaii. You know, I was never a big fan of spam, but when I was living in the Philippines, they had all these different flavors of it.
Yeah.
And one of the foods you can get down there is called tocino. It's basically you can do chicken or pork.
Yeah, chicken.
Hold on a sec. Mama Mia's going to make a little bit of noise. Go ahead, Mom. Use your foot. Use your foot now. There you go. Can you latch it from inside here? No, you can't. Okay, it's fine. We got our protection with us. But anyway, down there with either chicken or pork, you can get something called tocino, which is a sticky, sweet marinade for the meat. And we have some of that canned at home too. Delicious. Well, we found down there they had tocino spam. And we tried it, and ever since then I've been hooked on spam. Man, we'll have it for breakfast. I'll just slice it, fry some up, and put it on some of Mama Mina's homemade bread after I toast it. It's so dang good. But I do know that spam is huge in Hawaii. Now, Ryan, do you work 5 days a week? Oh, wow. That sounds pretty cool. All right, so you got any plans for this weekend? What you going to be up to? Hey, you just came into the room. Come on in and join us. Say hi. Let us know where you're from if you want to. We're here for everything. Give advice, talk about different topics, whatever you want to do. So come on and join us. But we're probably going to spend the night here tonight, and probably tomorrow night. Depends on how I sleep. I have sleep apnea, so I got to use a breathing machine. And since we're not power out here yet, it's just going to be go without the machine. I need to find one that's rechargeable. What I need to find.
Five days. You want 5 days.
Yep.
He's good. Zach.
That'll be fun. Yeah, we're going to go. It's really weird. A squadron I was in the Navy, probably the best squadron I was in my entire career. Great group of guys. I mean, the morale, the camaraderie, everything was just perfect with this squadron. So ends up that when I moved down here to Georgia, come to find out there's like 8 of us that live probably within an hour and a half of each other. Now, my best friend, who was killed a couple of years ago, around the corner from him was another one of the guys we were stationed with. So he's having to get together at his place on Sunday. We're going to go over there. It's going to be just like football food kind of thing. And we're actually going to make some homemade strawberry glaze. And we're going to take that, angel food cake, and Cool Whip over to their place for the dessert. But we're looking at having wings, nachos, all that stuff, man. I'm looking forward to the game. Like I said, I don't really watch pro sports anymore. But I'm actually looking forward to this one. Like I said, I hope the Eagles win. Eagles, Eagles. But I will say this: Mahomes is a huge contender. I think Kelsey's overrated, but I think Mahomes, huge contender. Yeah, man. Have you checked out some of my dessert videos? If you like sweets, I'll tell you what, man, you got to try the monkey bread. I might actually make some of that for Sunday morning. No, Sunday we're going to church. Maybe Monday morning I'll make some. Come up. I am. Slowly but surely. It's still kind of hot. So Ryan, were you in here? I'll wait. I'll let you answer the last question first. Hey, welcome. You just joined us. Come on in. Do you want to sit down? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The whole Swifty thing, because to be honest with you, I really think that's just for ratings, for viewership, trying to get more people to watch. Because you know as well as I do, there's been a decline in the sport since the whole, equality thing, we'll say. But yeah, I agree. But for me, I agree about Kelsey being the catcher. But my thing is, it's Mahomes who delivers. That's the way I look at it. I mean, would Jerry Rice have done as good as he did without Joe Montana? I don't think so. You know, I think that Mahomes is what makes Kelsey successful. That's just my opinion, though. You know, it's just like with the Cowboys back in the 90s, early 2000s with Michael Irvin and all them guys. They wouldn't have been anything if it wouldn't have been for Troy Aikman. You know? I mean, yeah, I agree that there's talent there, but I just think it's a little bit overrated. And one of the main reasons why I don't watch professional sports anymore is because some of these contracts these days are just insane. I think they're just overpaid entertainers who nowadays try to push their political beliefs on everybody. But that's my opinion. You know. Hey, just joined the room. Come on in. Have a sit down with us. Right now, we're talking about the Chiefs-Eagles game on Sunday. What's your prediction? Who do you think's going to win?
Is he overrated? He's the best player of the Flamers of us catches. You did it?
Yeah. I already told him.
It's kind of big.
Yeah, it's big. Yeah. We don't like get another one, use this one for storage, and then get another one for a house.
No. Just get a smaller for the storage. This is good. This is big. It's still a way that we can all make it a little bit high.
You know, knowing Swift's background, I don't know. I don't know if this would be too soon for a proposal. Yeah, that's my thing. I mean, it all started what, last season?
Really don't know.
No, I don't need a bid. Pain in the butt.
It's pretty.
Now, would I like to see Mahomes win another ring? Yeah, I would. I like to say it. I mean, to me, he is definitely Hall of Fame material. You know, I think that he would probably be a first time eligible nominator for it. So, %100 correct. You know, I mean, who was it? Juan Soto for baseball this year? Sounded like a $760 or $750 million contract for the next 15 years. This guy's making like $34,000 a second when he's playing a game. And to me, that's just ridiculous. You know, I'll tell you. Look, I'm 60 years old. I can tell you that when I was younger, when I was a teenager, and even first one in the Navy, I would go to a baseball game for $1, believe it or not, in the 80s. Now, it was nosebleed seats, but it was $1. You know what nosebleed seats are now? You ain't paying less than 50. But yes, paid entertainment. And that's why whenever they come out and try this political stuff, you know, even with the movie stars and all that, you're a paid entertainer. I really don't want to hear your political beliefs. I don't care. You know? And I think that's probably one of the things that turns me off the most about movies and sports and stuff like that. Even concerts. You look at how many of these groups, teams, all this stuff have actually politicized a lot of stuff. No, that's not what you're there for. You're there to entertain me. That is it. That is it. You know, you look at this past election, or even the election before when Biden was elected, and The Rock goes out there and endorses Biden. And honestly, I wonder how much he was paid. And then you look at this election, at how many people endorsed Harris and Trump. And I disagree with it. I don't want you to do that. Let the people choose for themselves. And we know, I don't know about the Trump side. I probably guess that some were paid. I don't think anybody did it voluntarily, except for John Boyd. And maybe Dennis Quaid. But you have somebody, a musical performer, go on a TV show and he says, you know, I think that voting is people's personal choice, and I'm just going to leave it at that. A week, 2 weeks later, he's choosing sides. And that just makes me wonder, how much did you sell your soul for? And that's what I think about all these entertainers now. You know, you don't hear any of this from wrestling, but all the rest of the sports you do, you see all this stuff. And to me, it's nonsense. You're a paid entertainer. Just entertain me. That's all I want. Oh, nice. Yeah, you know, and even me, I'll tell you, I am a huge hockey guy. Love hockey. But I'm not going to subscribe to any of their programming. I'll watch the highlights, but that's all I'm doing. Even with football, I just watch the highlights. I haven't watched any basketball highlights, honestly, since Jordan, Rodman, Pippen, and those guys left the game. You know, other than that, I haven't really watched basketball highlights. I'll watch college football, but even some of that is just crazy now. Baseball, I don't even really watch baseball much anymore. Now, like I told you in the last live, I'm actually hoping this season that I can get the wife and son up to Rome, Georgia, so we can go see a game up there. I think that'd be pretty cool. But I don't mind doing minor league sports because they're not political. They don't have an agenda. The only agenda the players have is doing their best to make it to the pros. But other than that, I'm not doing anything professional anymore. It's a shame, especially with the way I love hockey. You know, I started watching hockey when I was 8 years old. I was an old Broad Street Bullies fan for the Philadelphia Flyers. But yeah, the rate of growth, just like you said, it is absurd. It's to me, it's actually beyond absurd. $750 million for a 15-year contract. Are you crazy? It's just like the Atlanta Braves had a player, Freddie Freeman. His contracts were so high that what he did with his contract, and a lot of players do now, I don't know if you know this, they actually don't take all the money up front. So they accrue interest on their contracts. So they get so many million every year for the rest of their lives. So even though people are going to the games and paying these high dollar tickets, high dollar amounts for tickets and the food and the drinks and any memorabilia or souvenirs that they buy, that money is all being put in a bank, and most of these players are now being paid off of interest. Once they retire, they'll never have to work again for as long as they live. It's not like back in the 70s and 80s where after people retired, they squandered their money. They didn't think about it. They didn't save their money. They actually thought that they could continue with what they had, and they can't. So, look, here's another thing, like the Army Navy football game. That game for a long time was played in Philadelphia at a stadium called Veterans Stadium. And then they tore that stadium down. And now, howdy, old man. And now they treat it just like the Super Bowl. They play at different stadiums every year. Anyway, that's kind of a good thing, but it's all about this anymore. All about that money. Old man, how you doing? What's new? What's happened? Did you leave the video or are you still on it? Okay. Might have lost Ryan.
Huh?
Might have lost Ryan.
Why?
Because we only got 3 viewers.
Yeah.
Good. Good. Yeah, we decided to come out here and do some camping at the homestead. Go spend a night or two in our 14 by 40 barn shed, camping it out in here. Yeah, we're liking it. Eating mountain house meals and got some cots set up with some sleeping bags. Just taking it easy, chilling out. Yes, it is awesome time of year. I think today we got to like 68, 69 here. And then tomorrow is only going to be a high of 64 and cloudy. So we're going to cut down some brush, but I'm going to go live tomorrow. But I want to know what time you're going live tomorrow. This way I don't overlap you. I don't want to do that. Exactly right. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And then you look at the way football is even played now, with all the BS rules that they have. You talk to some of the old football players, and they're like, it's like a game for girls anymore. You're not allowed to hit anymore. So, old man, how'd you do with your fishing? Yeah, I'm actually planning on doing it early afternoon tomorrow. Probably, I'll be done way before 7. But old man, I appreciate what you do and everything. How you get people to come over to the channel and all that. I just don't want people to have to decide between one or two of us. So I don't mind, man. It's not a big deal. What happens, happens. I do appreciate the folks that came over and subscribed. Um, I know some of them already left. I don't know if they like the content or not, but that's fine. Not a big deal. Damn. How big was the bass? And was it good eats? Well, Brian, thank you. I know we both appreciate it. Okay. All right. That'll work, old man. Yeah, I'm not. We're not going to do anything on Sundays, that's for sure. And we're only going to do like 4, maybe 5 days a week just to get us going. But tomorrow I'm going to go live probably around noonish, 1 o'clock. Show everybody the homestead, show everybody the barn shed, and try to get some ideas for how they would build it out. Hey, did you guys see that video I did of Cave Spring, Georgia today? All right, so here's the thing, and by the way, welcome to the conversation, Milo. With us being up in age, we don't want a lot of land, so we're just over 2 acres here where we are, and that's plenty for us. We've got deer, we got rabbit, we got bear, and we're looking to put in some raised beds, stuff like that, grow our own food. All of our neighbors are like-minded, all good people. So if you check out that video we did at Cave Spring, what it is in Cave Spring, Georgia, the town is actually named after this spring that comes out of a mountain. It's nonstop flow of water. And we went there today, and as we're looking, it's full of trout. And it was insane. Now, luckily, I didn't have any fishing gear with me. But as I'm doing a video, I look up and there's a sign: no wading or fishing allowed. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, Milo, we have a 14 by 40 barn shed. We're going to set it up. Hoping to be out here full time this year, but we'll see what happens. Not going to make any promises on that. But we're looking at doing either incinerator toilets or composting toilets. We're going to do solar on a turntable with completely adjustable solar panels. We're going to do a small residential wind turbine because we always have a breeze out here. And we're actually talking about putting a lake where our land goes down. There's actually a gully that if we cut the trees out and we do it the right way, we can actually put a small pond in back there. So we're looking at that as well. Yeah, if only it was that easy. Now I did have my sidearm with me, but I don't think they would take too kindly to it. You know, it's a very small town with some very sometimes angry law enforcement, we'll say. So friendly, but they can get angry sometimes. But we can't wait to be out here to do some deer hunting. Get some of the big deer we got up here. Maybe get a bear. Definitely going to do some rabbit. Got rabbit all over this land here. Now, Milo, the land itself, like I said, we have just over 2 acres. My best friend's daughter and son-in-law, they have probably close to 27, 28 acres. And then another neighbor has 19 acres. And then behind us, we've got a cattle rancher with a large amount of acres. You know, I don't know. You know, the way I look at it is that would be kind of like an invasion of privacy. If I were to get a deer on my land, why do they have to know about it? It's my land. This one is out in Alabama, old man. We're actually mountainside in Alabama. I can tell you, I haven't seen any drones flying in this area. Haven't heard any either. I mean, it's normally pretty quiet out here. And for those that are watching, this is what we're using for camp out food. And I'll tell you, this chicken and dumplings from Mountain House, pretty tasty. But like I was telling Ryan, I do believe that they're a little bit too overpriced anymore. Yep. And that's what they're doing now, Ryan. You know, a lot of these county commissioners are starting to use drones, especially for property tax assessment. You know, it's a whole digital age. I disagree with it. I know there was a guy I was watching out of, I think it was Idaho, and his house was actually in, like this, and it was movable. And they did the same thing to him, and they went after him. So, and then he became a First Amendment auditor and started going right back after that. So, I can tell you that with me, I actually had an incident with the DOT here, Department of Transportation. So, when we first got this land, there was a driveway, but this land hadn't been used in decades. Okay, and the driveway was kind of washed out. You could still get in, but it was basically wide enough for a riding mower, and that's about it. So if you went to Google Maps, you could actually see it from Google Maps and Google Earth where the driveway was, especially with the gate that used to be there. So I had quite a few $1,000s worth of work done to bring the grade of the driveway back up where it should be, and drop a bunch, crush and run to pave it. 2 months later, get a letter from Department of Transportation threatening with fines and all this stuff for an illegal driveway. Everyone's like, what? What is that about? So I contacted the guy. He's like, yeah, you know, if you would have been making repairs to an existing driveway, you'd be fine. But since there was no driveway, you got to get a permit and you have to get an insurance bond. I'm like, but there was a driveway. And he tried to tell me that he couldn't find one. So I showed him pictures. He's like, yeah, you still got to do the insurance bond. And it's got to be like 70 feet wide at the road, tapering down to 30 feet when it comes into the property. I'm like, damn, 70 feet wide, why? And he could never tell me. He said, that's just code. So we went and got the insurance bond. He meets us back out here for, he's like, you know, I wasn't even going to worry about it. I'm like, then why'd you do it? And the reason why I wasn't going to worry about it was simply because of the fact I showed him where the pre-existing driveway was. And that's where the driveway is still. Yeah, hey, old man, I do the same thing, man. It's my property. I'm going to pee wherever the hell I want to. Even in Georgia, I do the same thing. If I'm outside and I got to pee, I'm going to pee. My property. And not only this, look, one or two things are going to happen when people see us. They're either going to scream or they're going to laugh. So it's up to them. Oh, good. No. Why come on over? Say hello to old man. And Milo's still in here?
See, this is good.
Yeah.
This is hot.
Yep. But now it's not as bright over here. What's up, Quantum? Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you coming over. I don't know about another airplane crash, but I do know. What'd you do? What's that?
Candle.
What'd you do? Get the wax on you? Oh my gosh. Can you move the light over to there so it's not so dark here? Please?
Right.
Yeah, that's fine. Wow, that's bright. But I did hear about a Japanese airliner that ran into the tail of a Delta airline with their wing. I didn't hear about another crash yet. Yes, Quantum, I am. We're camping out tonight in our 14 by 40 barn shed.
Uy. Southern Philippines?
Yeah, probably Mindanao area. Nope, didn't hear about that one. Yeah.
Southern Philippines.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Bicol.
Was it?
Yeah, so
Yeah, we'll have to check that one out. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, then that's probably it then. You know, you got to wonder if all this stuff was happening with that DI crap under the last administration and with the way these news organizations were being paid by USAID and all this crap, if they just hid it from us. And now with this administration, they can't seem to hide it. Oh, nice. 15 by 44. That's pretty sweet.
wow, it's bigger than this.
Yeah, a little bit.
This is 14 by 40, right?
Yeah, 14 by 40. Yeah. That Quantum, how many of you are living in there?
That's quantum. Quantum, quantum, quantum.
Oh, there's everybody can see Mom in here. Come on, man. Don't be shy. Your ass. Yeah, man, that's exactly how we're looking. Like, will you come over here and say hi to everybody?
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, she gets kind of loopy when she's getting tired. Exactly. A little piece of paradise, man. That's what we're looking at. Yeah, we got just over 2 acres. Going to try to stay completely off grid.
Howdy. Kamusta?
Now, Quantum, do you have plumbing in there, like a plumb toilet, or did you go with an incinerator toilet or a composting toilet? The fermented apple cider. No, look, you would know. She's a one shot and done kind of girl. Damn. Alone for 8 months. I know the feeling. You know, when I was taking care of mom, after even while I was taking care of her, it was just me. You know, my wife and kids were still in the Philippines. I was waiting for her visa to be approved. So even after she passed, I was literally by myself for almost a dang year, losing my damn mind. So I understand. You know, sometimes it's a good thing, but sometimes that long,
So, talaga no. Lamig-lamig daddy.
yeah, lightweights.
Yeah.
You know, I was living in the Philippines. I bought some tequila and some Tabasco, and my wife, daughter, and daughter's friend at the dining room table, and I introduced them to what's called a prairie fire, which is a shot of tequila with as much Tabasco as you can stand. I like it spicy, so I put a lot in mine, and they pretty much just followed suit and put as much as I did in theirs. And they drank it, and they were on fire. And after a little while, I said, you know, the good thing about this is puts hair on your chest. The daughter's friend actually pulled her top open and looked down to see if she was growing any dang hair.
Make fun of us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, y'all ever tried prairie fires? They're really good. No lemon or salt needed, just the Tabasco, and it is yum.
Yummy.
Yep. But yeah, her after one shot, she's ready to lay down and go to sleep. Even with wine, beer, any of it, one and done. Well, it's like I tried to tell the wife, tequila makes the clothes come off. Everybody knows that song. Yeah, Ron, you gotta try that, man. Tequila and Tabasco, especially if you know. From what I remember, you like Mexican food, so you probably like it spicy. Full bathroom, granite countertops in the kitchen, and a septic system and a water well. Okay.
Oh, we have water.
Well, we have a water well here that I'm probably going to put a pump on. It's when I dropped a string down inside of it, went down to about 30 feet deep, and it's a big old like 4x4 concrete square type well. It even has the old hand crank in there for the bucket. But I'm actually looking at doing probably a 10,000 gallon rain catchment system, and I'm thinking I'm going to go with probably incinerator toilets and not have to worry about a septic system. You know what? That tongue groove pine, that's exactly what we're planning on doing. We're going to insulate the hell out of these walls, put some hurricane straps, put a hurricane strap on every truss, and insulate even up to the ceilings. We're probably going to take and raise the lofts up. Now, when I go live tomorrow, I'm going to show you all what the inside of the barn shed looks like. I'm probably going to raise the lofts up about another foot.
Even the roof.
And then going to do the same thing, tongue and groove, pine all the way around the entire thing from the floor, from one side to the other, all the way around, even on the ceiling. But we're just looking at having a exit pipe just for gray water from showering and washing dishes, stuff like that. I'm going to put in low wattage. Hopefully I can find some here. I know in the Philippines we could get them. Low wattage hot water on demand. Probably going to go with three of those, one for the kitchen, and then one for the shower and one for the half bath for the sink. I don't know if you've ever used the hot water on demand. They actually work pretty well, and they don't, as quick as the water heats up, you don't use a lot of water using them. We're going to put in the split level Mitsubishi system. Had those in the Philippines as well, and even with the heat down there, because during the summer, let me tell you, it gets about as hot as like you're about a quarter mile from the sun down there. But with those Mitsubishi systems, it will cool the place pretty good. For heat, we're also looking at the Mitsubishi because they heat and cool. But we're also looking at a wood burning kitchen stove for during the winter. During the summer, we're going to set up an outside kitchen. This way we can keep all the heat out. So our main goal is we want to try to remain as off grid as possible. Hard to do here in Alabama. They actually try to make you get utilities so that you have to pay the monthly fees because of the tax money. They want their money. So, Quantum, with your mini split and wood stove, works out pretty well for you. No issues. Cools, heats, no problems. Yeah, Ryan, there is some truth to that, though. Some states, they do make it illegal to use a rain catchment system. But not here. Like I said, I want to do at least 10,000 gallons. I think that'd be perfect. Yeah, you know, I've never really used a mini split for heat. I know that with the way we plan on insulating in here, we are looking at relying on the wood burning stove during the winter. Mini split would just be like an emergency backup for heat. Because, like I said, I will be off grid. I want to rely on solar. So, But we're going to do rain catchment where we can. In fact, even with our well is actually covered with a roof. I'm going to do walls and a door on it for insurance purposes, and so it's not really visible. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put rain catchment on there and actually plumb the downspouts right into the well. So this way, I know it's not really going to have too much of an effect on it, but doing research, I found that even by doing that, you're going to increase your water level in your well. Yeah, when I was living in Virginia Beach, I had a buck stove, and I would get that thing cranking to almost 2,000 degrees. And that thing was cherry red. And I would just put an electric fan on in front of it. It was a 2,400 square foot house, and that fan would push that heat and heat that whole house. Yeah, we've already been shopping. I don't want to find really an old used one that needs all kinds of refurbishing and everything like that. I was actually thinking about trying to make a trip up to Lehman's and getting one of theirs because we want to be able to bake in it and everything during the winter. Well, Amina's over on the cot. I think she's going to pass out here shortly. You going to go to sleep? Ma?
Huh?
You going to sleep? Yeah, what time did you wake up this morning?
5.
She woke up 5 o'clock this morning to make sure our son was ready in time for his trip. So, Quantum, do you just have like a small wood burning stove, or do you have like an oven on yours? Yep, banker hours. She does the whole getting the kid up for school, make sure he's ready. Today, actually, old man, he's down there by you right now. There's a theater convention down there at one of the schools. So he's really big into the whole theater thing. And he's down there until Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. So we figured while he was down there, we'll come over and do some camping. So we had to drop him off at school at 7:30 this morning. Went home, did some packing, and then headed out this way. Yeah, and this is his. Has he gone all 4 years to ThesCon? Ma? Has Mark gone all 4 years to ThesCon or just 3?
It's my 3rd.
Yeah, so this is his 4th year going down there for it. So it's not a competition or anything. They go down there, do some shows, get feedback from other people that are in theater on how to improve and stuff like that. So. Hey, wow. Sounds like a bow bow. You see what old man said?
What's that?
Old man said, so you all playing some Marvin Gaye and lighting candles?
No.
Yeah, man. I think the only thing that would come knocking around here, especially at this time of night or through the night, would be the bears. Yeah, we're looking at doing the same thing, Cotton. We're actually thinking about doing a wraparound porch, or at least 2 long sides and 1 short side, and then put a carport on the other side or other end. But yeah, we definitely want a porch. We're going to have probably the front porch facing east, which will put the back of the house more facing towards the road. So, and we're the same way. We love spending time outside. And that's what we're gonna be doing most of the day tomorrow. Going to get out the weed whacker with the metal blade and cut down some more brush. Mom and me is going to do a little bit of light mowing. Get some of this dead stuff around here down. Oh, ice cream. Yep. Yeah, man. That's all we need. Mom and Mina's favorite ice cream is butter pecan. But we're the same way. We want to do a 12-foot. So it'll be a 12 by probably 40, 52. 12 by 52 on both sides. And then a 12 by 14 on one end. And then the carport on the other end. Yeah, Mama Mina loves some butter pecan ice cream, don't you, Mama Mina? Well, we're hoping, old man, with everything we want to do in here, all the ideas we have, because we don't use a regular bed. I have some serious back issues, so Mama Mina actually recommended we do the Japanese style bed, which is a bamboo bed pad. That's probably about maybe half inch, 3/4 of an inch thick, with a Japanese mattress on top of that. And I'll tell you what, it's helped me. I don't have near as much back pain as I used to. And the best part about it is it's completely foldable. Exactly, old man. That's what we want. Peace and serenity. We don't want to be standing around yelling, serenity now, serenity now. That was a line that George Costanza's dad used to use in Seinfeld. Pretty funny guy. So, man, you went fishing today as well? A little bit. I mean, we're going to take it easy. We're not going to do a lot. Luckily, we want to get out now, and I'll show you all tomorrow during the live stream. A lot of stuff is still brown. We do have some green starting to come in, but I want to try and knock down as much as the dead stuff or dormant stuff now as we can. This way I can go over with a riding mower, and if need be, I can have my best friend's son-in-law bring the tractor out, and we do some bush hogging if we have to. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you were going another day this week too. Say we're just going to chill the rest of tonight, read some Bible, wake up tomorrow morning, have some breakfast, read some Bible. And then get busy for a few hours and then do a live stream. Yep. A lot of people don't realize how hard carpentry is. Especially with mishaps. I'm sure there's been quite a few times where you've fallen off a roof or such. In my younger days, I was into carpentry. I used to do that volunteer for the whole Habitat for Humanity thing. So we're gonna take it easy, do a little bit at a time. We'll come out this week, and then maybe in a week and a half, 2 weeks, we'll come back out, get some more done. It's hard right now though because with the son, he's the youngest senior in the school. And he still doesn't have his license yet, so we got to take him to school, pick him up from school, and then when he works, we got to take him to and from work. So we got to basically do our schedule around his whole schedule, and so it's hard for us to get out here, but we want to start coming out here more. Man, I'll tell you what, there's sometimes when I'll sneeze and I can actually feel my vertebrae popping. That's painful. There's been a few times when I've bent over and my spine is just locked, and if I try to move, it's just excruciating pain. I can bend over pretty good. Try not to though, especially in front of the wrong people, old man. Stand up straight's pretty good. I'll tell you, there's some days when we'll bake or we'll do a baking video. Man, when I'm done with that, I'm done. My back is completely numb, can't feel it, and I gotta sit down. An old man that comes from the old military days, right? You remember Bohica? I'm sure you remember what Bohica is. Yeah, that's one of the things we're looking at too, Quantum, is we want to try, we have a double wide back at home. And when we first got it, it looked like a double wide. But we've done stuff to it to where now it doesn't look like a double wide. It's starting to look like a cabin. And that's what we want to do here. We want to actually try to give it the cabin feel, inside and out. Yeah, man. Here it comes again. Bend over. Bohica. You all right over there, Mina? Huh? No? You okay? Then go to sleep then. You know I won't keep you up. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. Looking forward to doing the build out, changing some stuff around, putting in some bigger windows, get rid of the garage door. Because to me, that's just an insulating nightmare. Even if I box this dang thing in, I wouldn't be able to insulate it properly. Way too much cold air comes in through there. Yeah, she does. I'm actually getting ready to go myself, old man. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you as always. Hell of a guy. But Quantum, I look forward to talking to you some more, man. I want to talk to you some more about the homestead. If you would, take some time and shoot me an email. Email address is in my about section on my channel. Unless you have a channel so I can check out your homestead. Shoot me some pictures. Let me see what you did. I want to get some ideas. All right, old man. You take care. Stay blessed, amigo. Thanks again. So, Quantum, do you have a channel? Ryan, you still here? You got quiet. No, the homestead is actually in Alabama. We're in the mountains in Alabama with this one. Our regular home is over in western Georgia. And lucky for us, we don't get as cold here as obviously you get. This winter we did though. We had some really cold temperatures this winter. Had some days in the teens with wind chills in the single digits, which was kind of freaky. We normally don't get stuff like that here. Had some snow. We see a decent snow probably once every 7, 8 years. Oh, okay. All right. So you pulling for the Chiefs this weekend? Okay. Yeah, I used to do the same thing, and then before my best friend was killed, we were talking about setting up a channel so that we could record doing both homesteads. And after he was killed, we decided to go ahead and set up with his daughter and son-in-law. So we started, we're getting it going, and hopefully everybody else will join in and we'll get some more stuff going. Basically the same way. I love watching Homestead and stuff to get ideas. And I was telling Ryan a little while ago when he was here that I try to watch as much as I can about Homestead, and so I get all the best ideas and incorporate those into this Homestead. So that's what the ultimate plan, ultimate goal is. Now, did you insulate under your floor? That's one question I have for you. With your 15 by 44, how did you insulate the floor? Because that's actually one area that I have a huge dilemma about. I did see one idea that I'm probably going to go with though. You guys still here? Microphone fell. Microphone fell. Yeah, that's what we're thinking too. You know, I'm 60 and the wife's in her earlier years than that. I'll say. I like to tell everybody how old you are, my love. But I think it's still doable. I mean, I think I've got it in me to get this done. But I'm really enslaved. Oh, really interested to see how you insulated your floor, or hear how you insulated your floor, rather. Okay. All right. So I don't want to put this one on a concrete slab. What I'm actually going to do is this has 4 structural beams going the length of the barn shed. And I'm actually going to put footers in under each one, raise it up onto concrete block, the solid ones. And then I'm going to box that in, the crawl space in. Now, I saw a guy. Metal underpinning. I haven't heard that one yet. I saw a guy that, for his floor insulation, you ain't gonna believe this. All he used was where he boxed in the crawl space. He put bubble foil on it. Yes, bubble foil, like bubble wrap, but it's got the foil coating on it. And then for his floor, he put that down, and then put his flooring on top of it. Now he had a gallon jug halfway filled with water outside his crawl space, and it was completely frozen. Go into his crawl space, and he's got another gallon jug halfway filled with water, and it's completely thawed. And where he lived at that time, he had a lot of snow on the ground. He's actually walking around inside his barn shed in his bare feet because of how warm the floor is. Yeah, I hear you with that. I get that a lot too. I put out videos on certain topics, we'll say, and they won't push it into people's feeds. But I'll do another video on something completely different, like even cooking, stuff like that. And they'll pump it into thousands of feeds, but I still won't get as many views because people really don't know us yet. But the other stuff, the other topics that they don't like, it's like me and old man have talked about it. We get shadow banned. You know, they since they do the transcripts on all the videos, they know what's being said, so they can actually shadow ban your video from being put in people's feeds. But for the crawl space, for me, I'm actually looking at probably pressure treated lumber for ground contact with marine plywood on the exterior, but also with bubble foil on the inside of that. That'd be awesome. I'd really appreciate it. Like I said, I'd like to go and look at everybody's, especially the videos or pictures, so I can get different ideas. Me and Mama Mina, we have so many homestead videos saved that did the barn shed conversion, and there's so many awesome ideas. So hopefully, like I said, our goal is to incorporate as many of those awesome ideas as we can. But I think we are going to go for now. We've been on here for almost 2 hours. Tomorrow, if you tune in, you're going to get to see our redneck toilet that we have set up. And we're going to show everybody the homestead, even the well, all that stuff. So, but I appreciate you coming in very much. Thank you. Appreciate Old Man for asking me to come on over. Hopefully you like what was said in here and what we talked about, and you'll be back. All right, Ryan, you take care, man. Always good talking to you. But Quantum, you take care. And hopefully we'll see you all in the next one. Stay blessed, please. Good to meet you too, Quantum. My name is Tim, and the wife is Mama Mina. Always. Oh, remind me about keeping the powder dry tomorrow. I'll tell you what we got here on the property. What's up, Will? Unfortunately, Will, you missed it. We're just getting ready to sign off, man. It's bedtime. Mama Mina wants to go to sleep, Will. But we'll be back live tomorrow between 12 and 1 p.m. We'll let everybody know. Y'all take care. Stay blessed.